I used to run all my own bands for 10 years. By 2015, most of the live clubs in Vancouver closed down, replaced with condos. People stayed home with Netflix. There were no more work opportunities for bands. I started with 4-piece bands. As venues started paying less and less, I had to reduce to a trio, then a duo, then solo. Waiting lists to get in one of the few remaining live venues increased to a year. I also got tired of playing covers, as well as dealing with lazy musicians and psychotic singers. I almost needed therapy myself to deal with them. I hit the streets in 2015 with the sole purpose of unleashing my creativity and doing nothing but improvisation. I busked the Vancouver waterfront for 9 years. I have seen it all. Drug addicts, drunks, mental illness, death, violence, apathy, thieves. I've had my money stolen, my equipment stolen or destroyed. I've been assaulted, forced to defend myself with my guitar. There is no security here. You are on your own. I run a YouTube channel chronicling all my experiences on the street, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I film everything with a GoPro mounted on my guitar, not only to capture the music, but for security purposes when something goes down. The main question I get is, why is everyone completely ignoring you? What is wrong with those people? I blame it on smartphones and increasing antisocial behavior over the last 4 years of lockdowns. I believe Steve Jobs will eventually be seen as the principal architect of the end of civilization. Smartphones have turned everyone stupid. People walk around in zombie bubbles wearing headphones, still wearing masks, completely oblivious to their surroundings. Only children with no phones react spontaneously and dance to the music. I play solos behind my head, and the majority don't even glance as they walk past. It's almost like playing at home in a closet. Now it's gotten even worse. With the takeover of AI-created music, live music and actual musicians have been devalued to the point of worthlessness. Since any idiot can now make any song they want using AI with zero skill required, why should an actual musician be of value? I expect it will take 5 to 10 years of AI garbage before people vomit and start appreciating actual musicians again. Or maybe they won't. Maybe musicians will go extinct, like the dinosaur. People say I should be in a band, as if being in a band was the yardstick for worth as a musician. What bands? Where are the venues? Where is the paid work? I made more money on the street in 3 months than I did with any band in a year. Perhaps the most hilarious troll I get on YouTube is someone screaming, "You're a beggar, get a job." Busking is not begging, it's based on voluntary donation. This is the level of idiocy I have to deal with, on the street and online. Maybe one person in 1,000 will stop to watch a few minutes or say hello to me. A busker at waterfront needs balls of steel, the skin of an alligator, and the non-ego of Gandhi to survive in this climate of apathy. That's why you don't see people busking, or if they do, you don't see them for long. If you're sensitive or need audience appreciation, you won't last a day. You either do it for yourself or you will not survive out there. In 2024, I reached the point where the risks began to outweigh the benefits. One of the benefits would be making a bit of cash, but most people do not carry cash anymore, and tips have gone down year after year since 2019. People will say, "You need an online tipping option." Sorry, even online tipping with QR codes did not catch on. People do not value live music anymore. They would rather spend $9 on a latte. On July 1st this year, Canada Day, there were at least 100,000 people walking past me. I made $60 in 4 hours of playing on a busy summer day at the peak of season. 5 years ago, that would have easily been $250. But lack of income and apathy is not the main problem. Random stabbing attacks have increased downtown. A man was set on fire by a psychopath. The influx of drug addicts and mentally ill loitering the waterfront area with zero police patrols has made the area too dangerous to be standing in one spot for hours at a time. I have no bodyguard, no electric fence, no spinal tap cocoon to hide in. Even pepper spray is illegal in Canada. I've had to use my guitar as a defense weapon. I've had to run after fentanyl addicts that steal my bike, my equipment. I once had a guy run past and grab my cash with his pants down. There have been good things as well. I've got a video record of hundreds of amazing jams. I would never have busked without recording everything on video. I've met fans from around the world who know me from my YouTube channel, Shatnershairpiece. Once a year, I will make a connection with a person who stops to listen or even cries with emotion from my playing. It's a bit of soul food, but not enough. The street experience has generated a lot of close encounter reality videos for me, and unfortunately, it's the negative ones that get the most hits on YouTube. Positive encounters are not interesting for the majority of viewers. I had one street video in 2022 with a man who thought I was faking it, telling me, "You're not fucking doing that." That video went on to get 8 million views on YouTube, proving that negative confrontation sells and music does not. I've now begun moving my pure music videos over to Patreon on a paid level as they get very few views. YouTube is now all about clickbait, drama, outrage, and 10-second attention spans. If you appreciate my improvised music, check out my Patreon page and support there with a $9 a month subscription of pure music therapy. To summarize the waterfront situation, as long as Vancouver keeps handing out free drugs to anyone who wants them, refuses to put drug addicts into involuntary recovery programs, refuses to house or treat the mentally ill, refuses to even have police patrol this area, there will be no positive change at Waterfront Station for buskers there. I love to play, but not at the risk of my life. Waterfront Station is the portal for tourism, and it tells you a lot that most of the buskers I know refuse to play this area out of fear for their personal safety. It's become a cesspool. Addicts die right on the street while people step around them. The air is filled with the smell of feces as the mentally ill shit their pants and walk around in circles. The entire downtown area is rampant with crime and random attacks on the public. We just had an attack at a 7-Eleven where a man stabbed multiple people and was shot 10 times by police. Welcome to Vancouver. Pride in being a Canadian is at record lows. It was 88% in 1985 when I first moved to Vancouver. Now it's 29% in 2024. Rent is unaffordable. Food prices keep climbing and unemployment is at record highs. It's a city only for the rich. 50-time convicted felons who are caught and instantly released roam the streets to attack the public at random. A man recently had his hand cut off with a machete. People are scared to walk downtown. Stores all have security guards and some only let 5 people in the store at once, locking the doors for protection. At 8 a.m. on Robson Street, which is all boutiques for tourists, half the stores have homeless crackheads sleeping in front of them. The question is, which planet do I move to where street music is actually appreciated?